What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2018 LEGO Star Wars Solo TIE Fighter. So I'm going to be dividing this video into three sections: the minifigures, the exterior, and the interior. So before we get on with the video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. So let's get straight on with the review. So the first minifigure that we have is Han Solo. So he does come with this little mold right over here with like these glasses on top, and then after that you can kind of see his helmet that you can put right back on. Then he also does have this gun right over here, this sniper with this cool printed cape with kind of like a hood over here, but you can't actually put it on because it's just printed. So then after that he does have this printed armor with a bit of battle stains, battle damage from the battle right over here, with a belt with some printed armor on, as you guys can see, and some printed legs. And then in the back right over here he does have this printed like piece. It's kind of like the continuation of the armor. So that's pretty much it for Han Solo. The next minifigure that we have is Beckett. Now, he does have this helmet right over here, and he also does have, of course, this sort of like a mustache, and he does look very accurate from the actual figure. And then you can just put his helmet back on, and it's a bit hard to see the eyes with the helmet on, so I'm just gonna go like this. And then after that, he does have a similar like printed piece to the Han Solo one, except that this one actually does have a cloak right on top of it, just like this, and this one does not. So that's mainly the only difference. And also the blasters are pretty different. And also in the back, it's of course the continuation of the cloak, and there's no printing on the arms, but there is actually some printing on the legs. And I think it's pretty cool, like how we kind of see that the cloak continues right over here. Then the next minifigure that we have is actually the Mimban Stormtrooper. Now he does have this really nice helmet mold right over here. It's very detailed with a bunch of colors. There's some gray, there's some beige, there's a bunch of colors, and after that you kind of have his face. It's just an ordinary Stormtrooper face. Then you can put the helmet back on, and you have this cape right over here. With it's the same cape as the Solo cape right over here, as you guys can see. And then he does have this chest plate right over here, where it's printed, like you can kind of see the outline that they were trying to do with a printed outline. And then after that you have the same color scheme that's on the chest plate and the legs, that's on the helmet. And then I really like how for the torso and the pants, it kind of connects the belt right over here, and then you guys can just see a bunch of other technological buttons and stuff right over here in the middle. So then in the back you guys have this little data pad or whatever right over here, and a bit of straps just to like that continue over here, just to kind of have the armor. And fun fact, this figure alone is actually worth $77, which is crazy. That's the lowest price, which is absolutely crazy. And the final minifigure that we have is of course this TIE Fighter pilot. Now this is a very cool minifigure because it's very detailed and very accurate to the actual figure. He does have these two little Imperial logos on both sides of his helmet. And then after that, of course, he does have that classic black Stormtrooper look. And then, of course, he does have this regular TIE pilot head. So then he also does have these little tubes that connect up to his mask with this little bunch of buttons and stuff. And this belt over here that I think it sort of like continues. Yeah, it kind of continues throughout the entire torso. And then he also does have these pretty cool printed legs with no printing on the arms, but a nice printing in the back. So now that we're done with the minifigures, let's get straight on to the exterior of the build. So right over here, of course, it does have the classic TIE Fighter look. It has this little, of course, cockpit right over here with these two guns that actually shoot stuff, as you can see. You guys just have to press in the back, just have to press them down. There's not really anything technical, it's not that complicated. So then after that, on the side, we do have these wings. Of course, we have the classical shape where it's like these kind of things that go like this. After that, there's a line here, of course, and then there's this little printed piece right over here, and then after that, we do also have a bunch of detailing on the side here. Here's the view basically from the top. Of course, we have a sticker, or I think this is a printed piece actually. So then of course we have a bunch of other detail right over here, and it's the same thing from the bottom, as you guys can see. Like, there's not as much detail as on the top, but it's still pretty cool, and that's pretty much it for the bottom. Then on the other side of the wing, it's this exact same thing, of course, and it's a pretty cool set. I really like this set, and it's also a minifigure scale, which is awesome because it goes nice with the UCS Falcon. So that's pretty much it for the exterior. Let's get straight on to the interior. So now there isn't really that much of an interior, but there still is a bit of one. So here, I'm just gonna open this, and then you can place your TIE, of course your TIE Fighter pilot, right in here, just like that. Put this back up, and then there we go. That's pretty much all there is for interior. You do have these two little spaces to put like some blasters and stuff, and it's a pretty small space, but it's very accurate to the actual TIE Fighter. They don't really have that much space to move in, but it really depends which model it is. For example, if you guys remember in Rebels, there was Ezra Bridger and Zeb that were able to both fit in the TIE Fighter, and here it's clearly just one figure that's able to fit in, but it really depends on the model. And of course it's the same thing for Andor Season 2 Episode 1 with the TIE Interceptor. Like, it could have easily fit like 2 or 3 people, and maybe even 4 people, but of course that's a TIE Interceptor, this is a TIE Fighter. So it really depends on the model of how many people it can fit. So that's gonna be pretty much it for the video. I did the minifigures, the exterior, and the interior. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. So thank you guys all very much for watching, and bye.